Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. We live? Okay. What up, Fight World? Your boy Ego in the back with some more boxing. America. We just gonna go in and talk about it. It's gonna be one of those streams. Well, I think it might be. We gonna find out what it's gonna be. The audacity. I'm about to do my Duppy freestyle, man. In the hot seat. We gonna do my Duppy freestyle on this live stream shit. See what's what. Jerome, what up? Sam, what's good? The audacity. What y'all asking me? The audacity. Is this your king? Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. El Paso, Texas in the house. I like to hear that. Where my Texas people at? Texas. Rick says, Ego about to spit the facts. Yes, we're going to break it down. So buckle up. Grab your popcorn. Trust me, I know what subject matter creates controversy, or whatever you guys want to call it. It ain't controversy to me. I ain't worried about it. But controversy to some of y'all, dislikes and all that, you know what I mean? But one thing, let's see who's willing to step up and take my titles as the undisputed hot seat champion of the world. And we gonna see. We gonna see who has a better argument than my argument in the hot seat. So if you disagree, make sure you're listening, make sure you're factual, and we could go toe to toe like a Vanderbilt bow. Let's get it, man. Shout out to Corpus Christi, Texas, home of one of my early crushes, only for Selena's. Rest in peace to Selena. True legend. Gone too soon. Florida, Inglewood. See, that's what I love my hip hop heads. He said, nice, big pun. That is a big pun quote. He said, we can go toe to toe like a Vanderbilt bow. Big pun had bars. Everybody just type bars. Shout out to Chicago, Chi-Town. Can't wait to check y'all out. Y'all need some fights, but I heard it's dangerous, so they probably ain't putting no fights over there. But shout out to Chicago. Listen, still hurt over Selena? Yeah, man, she was beautiful. And she could sing, won a Grammy. Like, hating that. See, that's what a hater would do. That fucking short bitch with the short hair. You're supposed to be her friend. You gonna shoot her because you got found out stealing money and shit. Stay your ass in jail, bitch. Anyway, let's get this roll call out because I'm ready to go. Selena is amazing. City State Zip, shout out to Miami 305. Where y'all at? City State Zip. I just tuned in, Ego, so what I missed? You didn't miss anything because we're just going over the roll call and we're going to jump straight into this topic of, and all guys, Golovkin wanting more money. Canelo Triple G2 negotiations being stalled. Shout out to Toledo, Ohio 419. We about to talk about it. Washington, D.C. He says, Death Row East, believe in that. Do you believe in God? Then believe in Death Row East. Believe in boxing Ego. Expect me like you expect Jesus. I'm coming. Shout out to Hot Spring 501, San Diego 619, Tampa 813. She should have tried to kill herself before she killed somebody. Yeah, that manager chick or whatever. Yeah, do that to yourself. Stealing money. But I got something for the haters in this particular stream. Like I said, we gonna joust, we gonna duel. New media or no media, let's get it. Deshaun Taylor, I see you. Gang. West Side. Y'all know I put California on my back, right? California Love Part 2. Without gay ass Drake. Triple G should accept whatever Golden Boy offers. Lancaster, Texas. That's it with the roll call? We only got people in like 3 locations? We got to do a better roll call because I don't feel it. If I don't know where y'all at, where y'all from, I could be surrounded by people from the Ozark. Like, you know, you gotta tell me where y'all from. Let's do that again. Roll call. City, state, zip. I know y'all want to talk about it, but we gotta let people join and we gotta do the roll call. I want to see where y'all from. Shout out to Sheffield, UK, basically. Rest in peace to Brendan Ingle, a real one in this boxing game. Brendan Ingle, rest in peace. Philadelphia in the building. NYC, NY, Uptown, Manhattan, holla. 843 Charleston, South Carolina, holla. Frisco. 915 El Paso, Texas. Belize, believe me, we got Belize in the building. We got Washington, D.C. in the building. Death Row East, believe in that. 915 El Paso, Texas. That's what I'm talking about. Alabama. City, state, zip. Where y'all at? Where y'all from? We got 30 more seconds of roll call, and then I'm gonna jump into the content. Orlando, Florida. Aberdeen, Scotland. Shout out to Scotland. Toledo, Ohio, 419. Southampton, UK, my G. Shout out to UK. Wakanda forever. UK forever. 501 Hot Springs, Arkansas. 10 more seconds. Roll call. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all from? Yeah. That's it. The Ozarks, baby. Y'all tripping. Shout out to Denmark. All right, let's get it. So, this is the situation. Let me turn it down so y'all hear the news real clear. Like, everybody, including myself, thought Canelo would be fighting Triple G in September, right? I mean, they were supposed to fight in May. Canelo failed 2 drug tests in February, withdrew from the fight. We know what happened, right? Fight got canceled in May. So Canelo, it was stated that his suspension will be up mid-August, which would make him eligible for the second Mexican date in September, mid-September, September 15th-ish, right? And most people, including myself, thought that the likely suitor for that fight would be Canelo versus Golovkin too. However, there's an unexpected obstacle from the side of the Triple G, the Golovkin side, and that unexpected obstacle is as follows. Tom Loeffler says Triple G personally now feels he's worth a better split than what was negotiated that made a deal for May 5th. So in layman's terms, to simplify that, he wants more money. Whatever he negotiated for the May 5th fight, that, and then Canelo fell on drug tests and enduring, and him realizing, hey, I got all the belts except for the WBO. All these things coupled together, I guess in his mind, Triple G feels, you know what, I did that, I beat Vanis and saved the date. I want more money. I want a higher percentage split. I'm worth more. You guys gave Cotto 55%, right? All these different types of things. So now Oscar De La Hoya is like, hey, I'm not giving you a better split. he like, nah, you don't get no. Remember when Angel Garcia was like, you don't get no rematch. Talk about Danny. Talk about the champ of the world. Talk about Danny. I speak the truth. That De La Hoya's on that Angel Garcia shit. He like, you don't get no better split. Talk about Danny. Talk about Canelo. Right? So that's where it's at. You have a Mexican standoff, no pun intended. Triple G wants more money. He wants to modify the deal. And Oscar's like, the train's left. If you don't take the original deal, we ain't worried about no new deal. We're not revamping the deal for you. You ain't done shit. You ain't the A side. So take it or leave it, kind of. And it's not even that harsh, because the take it or leave it is something they already took. And the only reason they couldn't fulfill what they took is because Canelo failed the drug test. Yeah, Dub Nation, we need that W. You know what I mean? West Side. So that's where it's currently at right now. Is De La Hoya is like, no, we're not modifying or revamping the deal. This is what you agreed to make the May 5th fight. Ain't shit changed. So deal with that deal. If not, we're going to explore options with Gary Spike O'Sullivan, which I think is very likely for Canelo. Charlo, which I doubt Canelo fights him next. But it's just my opinion. Billy Joe Saunders, and Danny Jacobs. Those are the options that De La Hoya threw out. He's like, I'm going to start placing calls. We're not waiting for you, Triple G. Listen, I don't always agree with De La Hoya. There's some things, you know what I mean, like the fishnet, utensils, them emails from Golden Boy. Yeah, like I don't know about none of that. Like none of that resonates with me. But I am a fair critic when I talk about this boxing shit. And Oscar, I understand his standpoint, and I think he's in the right here. Like, why should Triple G get a better deal? Like, what has he done? What has really changed since May? You knocked out Vanes Martirosyan in two rounds. Canelo failed a drug test, but now he's doing everything he can to show that he's clean, at least for the moment. I don't know about whatever the past. People feel different ways about that, but he's doing all the protocol now that will ensure that you get a clean fight. And if you don't, then the fight will be canceled like last time, and Canelo's career will be in shambles if he tests positive again. So, again, like Triple G's side is kind of trapped. The other thing is, you guys have to understand, and this is the part that they not gonna like, and this is the part that we're gonna do some hot seats, because if you don't like it, step up in this hot seat, and we'll see who has the better argument. You know what I mean? Now we're getting to the point where that's about to happen, right? The bottom line is, you see, I consider myself to be an alpha male. You get what I'm saying? So the difference between an alpha male and a beta male is the alpha male, like let's say James Bond. James Bond could get in a fight with 6 guys at a orchestra, or at a theater, like at a play or something, behind the curtains, get in a fight with, you know what I mean, with all these guys, and then after he defeats them all, go right back out to the theater and go back to his seat and act like nothing happened. That's alpha male shit. Or if a woman is throwing herself at you and you have a ton of options, then you might not really show interest. But if you're a beta male and or if you're desperate, it's gonna be a lot different, right? Listen, we got our first hot seat. I'm trying to inform the public of my opinions, and we got stupid shit in the comment section. So now, let's turn it to a hot seat. Listen, I'm not tolerating these stupid ass comments with no basis. Andy Otero, fuck that nigga Oscar. Triple G is your nightmare for your boy. What on earth are you talking about? We're talking about percentage splits, what's fair, and you talking about having bad dreams and shit. What are you talking about? What do you disagree with? Since you want to interrupt the content. What's going on in your mind? Hot seat. His name is Andy Otero. Why is Triple G a nightmare? What are you talking about? Can't be too good, guys. I chose to be the bad guy. What are you talking about, this nightmare, night terror shit? PTSD shit. What are you talking about? See, y'all just like to type a bunch of silly shit. Bro, you got 10 seconds to respond. We not playing no games. Kennedy Linder, strap up. Kennedy Linder, strap up. He got 10 seconds. His name is Andy Otero, Otero. What are you talking about? Go. You have 10 seconds to comply. We on that RoboCop shit. You have 10 seconds to comply. 8. Kennedy strapped up. Where you at, Andy? You gotta do something, Andy. I'ma terrorize Andy like Chucky. This is child's play. Bars. Let's go, man. Where you at, Andy? We on that Ed 209 shit. This RoboCop. You have 5 seconds to comply. Andy, where you at? You wanna leave stupid shit on my stream? Okay. 3 seconds, Andy. Where you at? 2, 1. J-Dog Kennedy Linder, light him up. Get Andy Otero out of here. He talking nonsense. Light him up. Andy, he said, "Hey Andy, I thought we were friends from the end, friends to the end. This is the end, friend. Get him up out of here. He ain't talking about nothing." Someone talk about he answered. Where? Hold on. Okay, he responded. For he's boxing money wise. Get him out of here. What does that even mean? For he's boxing money wise. That don't even make sense. You wasted all that time and said for he's boxing money wise. That ain't even a complete sentence. Get him out of here till he gets some grammar up under him. For he's boxing. What the fuck is for he's boxing? What does that even mean? For he's boxing. You motherfuckers talking like Yoda and shit. Boxing he is. Like, what y'all talking about, man? Y'all on that Yoda shit. I don't understand Yoda. I've scared Canelo. Like, what you even talking about, bro? Andy had to go. Now we back. I'm Money Ego. I chose. Hey, I'll be the villain in this shit. I don't care. Hey, can't be too good, guys. I chose to be the bad guy. Oh, this is fun. Listen, can't be too good, guys. I chose to be the bad guy. Back to the subject at hand. We back to the lecture. Ego, stop feeding trolls. Stop watching me. Because I do what I do. You do what you do. I do what I can. You do what you can't do about it. Let's get it. So, bottom line is this. I agree with Oscar. For the simple fact is, all's fair in love and war. This is business. We on that Wolf of Wall Street shit. So the thing is, this is what your representation negotiated for you for May. So Tom Loeffler, K2, or with Abel, whoever. This is what y'all negotiated, right? For May. So now that they're offering you the fight again, and it's the same deal, why is that all of a sudden no longer good? See, for me, if I would look at the situation, I would ask what has really changed from then to now to the point where you deserve a better deal. Like, okay, for example, I worked at Lowe's. There was actually a time, this is a true story. There was a time where I spoke with my store manager about getting a raise because I was like, man, I'm busting my ass. I'm working this overtime, this, that, and the third. And I had been on time and, you know what I mean? I'm like, man, it's about time we do for a raise. Like, I've been killing. I went through the salary manager training program. So I had to holler at him behind closed doors about it, right? See, I'm my own boss, so I could talk about whatever, right? But if you're an associate at Lowe's, for this example, and you get hired on, let's say in January, at $13 an hour. And then 4 months later, you're hollering at the store manager's like, hey, I deserve a raise. Can we re-examine my hourly wage? There has to have been something from January to May or whenever that would make the store manager reconsider your salary, reconsider your hourly wage. Something like, hey, let's say you came on during the holiday season and you did a bunch of resets, you stayed overnight, you were hustling and bustling, other people were calling in sick, and you saved the department's ass by showing up. Something has to have happened to the point where you want to re-examine your hourly wage. Ego, it is just about money. They didn't see the difference between what Ryan is. You're making this up. You said he may have wanted a clause that if he fails again. You're making shit up. That's not, Tom Loeffler didn't say shit about if he wants a clause. Put it this way, if Canelo fails another drug test, it's gonna be a wrap for him. People are gonna really be on his ass. So you just made that shit up. See, the difference between me is I'm talking about what was said factually from Oscar, Tom Loeffler. You just made up some hypothetical situation. Hey, bro, I'm literally, listen, I'm going to put you in the hot seat. One more comment, I'm going to put you in the hot seat. Because you keep saying we don't know, though. We are presuming it's money. I'm not presuming shit. Tom Loeffler did an interview with Los Angeles Times. Oscar De La Hoya was at Sugar Ray Leonard's charity event, and he said most of this. And he did an interview with Ring TV. So I'm not presuming anything. These are my sites. These are the sources. No, you can comment, but you can't make shit up. See, they want to make it like I'm the bad guy. You can give your opinion, but your opinion has to be based on factual information. It's that simple. You just made some shit up. Where's your source that say we're presuming that it's about money and it's about something other like drug testing? Now he says, did I say it was? When it comes time to prove what you just said, he says, did I say it was? Hey, bro, I'm not going all day. Do you have a source? Do you have a source that says, you just said, ego, how can we suggest that it's about money? You're presuming it's about money. That's what you said. How do we not know it's about a drug test and if Canelo fails another drug test? You made that up. There's no source that I know of that has said anything about Triple G's worried about Canelo failing another drug test. Why is he worried? He's doing hair follicle tests and he's doing year-round testing. So why would that be an issue? Go. Show me your source. Put the link of the source that said drug testing is Golovkin's concern, not money. We gonna wait. You in the hot seat too. Cause you making me waste my time from the regular crowd to deal with you. Kennedy Linder, strap up. I told you it's gonna be one of them. I said it may have been. We don't deal with may have beens. Get him out of here. Listen, I can't let y'all interrupt his name is Ryan Bruce. Get him out of here. Wasting everybody's time. I said it may have been. It's not. Until otherwise proven. J-Dog, Clapton. Listen, this is what they do. They always try to create false narratives based on what they want it to be. Like, let's say Kovalev says something racist, right? He didn't mean it like that. That's not what he said. You have to go off of what was evident, what was present. Tom Loeffler ain't said shit about Triple G's worried about Canelo failing the drug test. So until that comes out, right, then I have to presume the information that both him and Oscar and Eric Gomez have put out is the real reason. See, I'm considering the information available to me. These motherfuckers is... Oh, wow. Y'all are good. Someone said there's no saving Private Ryan. He got clapped. Ryan had to go. I'm not making this up. I can link to you these articles, these interviews, where you get to read the quotes. Now, if like Los Angeles Times, if they lied and said they talked to Tom Loeffler and they're putting things in quotes, that's not my fault, because I'm telling you, I'm citing my source. So they're a credible newsprint. So if they just made some shit up that he didn't say or misquoted him, then that would be really the originator of the post, their fault for misquoting him. I'm going off the information that was provided from credible newsprint. Not making up shit. Oh, what if Triple G's mad and he doesn't want Canelo to fail 2 more drug tests on a Sunday and then have to fight him the next Saturday? You're making that up. That's not what was stated by any of the parties. It's gonna be a long summer for some of y'all. It's gonna be a cruel summer. Duppy freestyle. All right, we got another hot seat. Benjamin. We gonna put you back in the fetal position. Benjamin Button. You. Triple G is the champion. Okay, what's that? Yeah, he is. He has all the belts except for the WBO. What's that got to do with anything? What's that got to do with the A side? Plain and simple. Okay, you in the hot seat. Plain and simple. Since you want to say plain and simple, I'll say plain and simple. Benjamin Castaneda. What does him being a champion have to do with anything? Canelo ain't nothing. Strike one. You in the hot seat. See, you're not gonna just keep putting foolish responses. What does that have to? What does any of what you're saying have to do with it? Canelo can't take shots, Triple G shots without something. Canelo ain't nothing. What does that have to do with anything? Triple G is the champion, Captain Obvious, something we all know. What does that got to do with the A side? Triple G as champion has every right to ask for me. So he's asking for you. That sounds sus. Strike 2. Triple G as champion has every right to ask for me. Strike 2. What else you got? Okay, my question to you. You said he's going to ask for you, which is really making me uncomfortable. Okay, now you corrected it, said for more. Okay, Triple G is the champion. He has every right to ask for more. Why? You can ask for anything. That don't mean you're going to get it. You know what I'm saying? I could ask Donald Trump to resign. That don't mean you're going to do it. So what is asking? Yeah, everyone has the right. It's a free country. Yeah, he has the right to ask, but that don't mean he's going to get it. And according to De La Hoya, he's not going to get it. So tell me why he deserves it. Let's get to that conversation. I told you, he went from man to boy, Benjamin Button style. We had to flip him in reverse. I had to do Benjamin like Benjamin Button because he kept on fronting in the comment section, talking reckless. So I had to wreck him like a car crash. A convertible flipping vertical. Oh my gosh, bars. Where you at, Benjamin? Triple G didn't test positive for clenbuterol. Strike 3. You saying a bunch of shit we already know. Get him up out of here. Put him in his place. Shooters, clap him. You just topping a whole bunch of nonsense. Triple G, his real name is Gennady. We know this. We know all this. Get Benjamin Button up out of here. We had to button up Benjamin Button like a dress shirt. We had to button him up, put him in that cat kit. Oh my gosh. Who else? Let's go. Hot seat. I'm doing free hot seats, man. I'm passing them out like hotcakes, man. Where y'all at? Triple G's champ. We know that. See, this is the thing. They oppose what I'm saying, but they never explain their standpoint. He kept putting Triple G's champion. Canelo failed a drug test. We know all of this. But you're saying that Triple G deserves to ask for more money. He can ask for anything he wants. It's a free country. You know, and I'm not mad at someone for trying to get more money, but Oscar already put his foot down and said, we ain't giving you no more money. So now that's an issue because now it looks like the fight won't happen unless somebody budges. And Triple G, what I'm saying is his side is not, they have not placed themselves in a position of power, so they're going to be at his mercy. They're going to be at De La Hoya's mercy. So, yeah, he could ask. That's not a problem. I'm not mad at somebody asking for more money, but again, that doesn't mean you're going to get it. So my question is, tell me why you think he would get more money. That's a better question. What has Triple G done from the deal he accepted to make the May 5th fight to now that makes you believe like he has a chance to even get more money? That's my question. And I'm going to open the floor to you. What has Triple G done between the previous deal he accepted for May 5th, 2018 to now where you believe you have a strong case to get more money from anybody? Exactly. Look at Robert dropping bars. The Vanes fight was BS. I was there live. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's really the only thing that's majorly changed is he has another body on his resume and he had his first knockout since Kell Brook. But that was a 154-pounder coming off a 2-year layoff and a loss to Edislandi Lara, a guy who had no business fighting Golovkin. You know how they said save the date because Canelo fucked up? They should have canceled the date because it was a fight that we already knew the outcome. You know what I mean? If you put Mr. Rogers in there with fucking Golovkin, you already know what's gonna happen. It's a beautiful day in the... Oh, fuck! Like, you know what's happening to Mr. Rogers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't even a contest. Like, nobody really expect... Not that I seen. I didn't really see anybody that was like... There might have been some people that hoped Vanes pulled the upset, but I didn't really see anyone betting their hard-earned money, no serious wages, on Vanes beating Triple G. Now, if Triple G fights Jermall Charlo, I guarantee you there will be some ballers from Texas and or other places of the world who will pick Jermall Charlo to win that fight. Then there are going to be people that pick Triple G because it's a competitive fight. And it could go either way and you'll make some money. But I didn't really see, like, you could be the baller of all ball. You could be the Armenian king. But are you really truly going to bet large stacks that Vanes beat, under those circumstances, beat Triple G? You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you get a baller from Houston, you know what I mean? You get one of them Clover G's or some shit. I guarantee you, if Triple G fights Charlo next, some of them motherfuckers will buy bets for Charlo to beat Triple G. Johnny the Boss won $5 super chat. If Triple G wanted more money, he should have fought a better opponent. Boost his resume up, make him work more. What you think, Ego? Shout out to you, first and foremost, for the super chat. And I agree with you. Listen, in order to request like more money, something would have had to happen between the first negotiations and now. And the only real two major bullet points or highlights that have happened: Canelo failed 2 drug tests, it got suspended, and 2, Golovkin knocked out a 154-pounder off a long layoff. Those are the only real milestones, if you will, that have happened. So I don't think those 2 things give you leverage, more leverage than you had in the first negotiations. But like you said in your super chat, so thank you again for that, if he did something praiseworthy, like knocked out Demetrius Andrade, an Olympian who's undefeated, knocked out Jermall Charlo, who has a momentum and is mandatory now and is undefeated and is taller than him, bigger than him. If he had went over to the UK again like he did for Kell Brook and fought Billy Joe Saunders and took that strap, right, and became undisputed, those things all give you some type of, maybe give you some type of additional leverage. You could be like, man, I went all the way to the UK, I fought Billy Joe Saunders, and he quit on the stool. Now I have all the belts at middleweight. So we gotta talk. You know what I mean? What we discussed before that happened, back in May, before Canelo failed his drug test, is no longer the case. Here's why. I just beat Billy Joe Saunders. This is all hypothetical, of course. I just beat Billy Joe Saunders for all the titles. Now if Canelo faces me, he's fighting the Thanos Infinity Stone version of me with all the titles. But you're not fighting the Thanos version. Golovkin had the same amount of belts in the first fight that he has right now. And he's arguably going to lose one of those belts because instead of fighting his mandatory Sergey Derevyanchenko out of Russia, who he knows, he chose to fight a 154-pounder. So again, you got to make it make sense. Something would have had to boost Golovkin's career exponentially to the point where you think that the B side, you would come to the table and you're going to get a better deal. Period. Hey, Black August, clap him. That's all I gotta say. Shooters, just clap him. Trust me on this one. Black August, we're gonna send your ass back to August. Goodbye. Good luck. Shooters, get on that. Yeah. Gus Martinez, he said, yeah. Oh my gosh. I ain't got no shooters? Oh, okay. J-Dog. I knew somebody. But anyway, yeah. But see, listen. His comment, I'm not going to read the whole comment. I don't even remember what he said. But the first part of his comment says, fuck you, ego. That's what they do. So, I'm giving you my standpoint. But they're not even willing to give you actual logic. It's just, fuck me. And if it's fuck me, then it's fuck you too. Can't be too good, guys. I chose to be the bad guy. You know what I mean? But I'm just so glad you guys are here to witness it. You're witnessing history. Ego's army, we just getting stronger, baby. I'm telling you exactly how I feel. I'm telling you exactly why I feel that way. They are not doing the same thing. What they are doing is saying, fuck you, ego, fuck your shooters. Triple G, he real champ. Canelo, bitch. Like, that, I mean, a caveman could do that. That's some Geico shit. Geico balls, a caveman could write it. Like, anybody could say some dumb shit like that. But what you can't do is step up in this hot seat with an educated response and logic, and that's what you guys are seeing. The motherfucker talking about, fuck you, E. Okay, fuck me, but explain why you disagree. That's what they won't do. So, I ain't worried about it. They are cavemen. I had more respect for you. So, bottom line for me is, to me, I think Triple G's side, again, you could ask for whatever you want, but De La Hoya said he's not giving it to you. So, so what are you gonna do now? You're gonna not let the fight happen? Like that? It's just, to me, I think Triple G side they've done a poor job in this process. First of all, they waited too much for Canelo. They should have been like, fuck Canelo. Like, he failed drug tests. He's, you know what I mean, giving up my belt. He's saying the gloves are off. I'm Mexican. We don't fuck around. But then he gave me his belt. They should have just been doing their own thing, establishing their own history. Like, look at, like, this. Just make sure y'all smash the like button. I don't know what the likes to dislikes are on this video, because I know they mad. Oh, they mad. Smash the like button. But like Errol Spence Jr., ultimately, you can't force somebody to fight. He's done everything he could to try to lure Keith Thurman into a fight. Keith Thurman, he's doing his own thing, vacating, all that shit, right? But the show must go on. Errol Spence has told me personally, I have the footage, that I am trying to stay active. And so far, he's been staying true. Hey, Al, I need to stay active, man down. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to stay active. That's what you should be doing. Errol Spence, does he want to fight Sean Porter or Danny Garcia or Keith Thurman? Absolutely, especially Keith Thurman. But the thing is, he's not waiting all day for Keith Thurman, oh, Mr. Glass, you know what I'm saying, to heal up and his bones to feel great and his marriage to be going smooth. He's not waiting for all that. He's still going on with his career. He's fighting Lamont Peterson, wildly veteran, you know what I mean, and doing the damn thing. He's taking on his mandatory. That's 2 fights. By this summer, he will have fought 2 times. That's what he's trying to do. But for Triple G, the last stanza of his career, he's been waiting. Wait. All right, I got another hot seat. His name is The Truth. You ain't the truth. I'm the truth, like Errol Spence. He said Ocampo, though. Okay, what's wrong with the Ocampo fight? Go. Hot seat. I'm not playing with y'all today. Okay, so you want to leave silly comments. He says Ocampo, though? LOL. I never heard of him. Who cares? Who are you? Nobody knows who you are. Strike one. You act like you Burt Sugar. We don't even know you. Where's your channel at? We never heard of you. You talk about, see, this is the internet is funny. Them motherfuckers are, I've never heard of him. We never heard of you. Listen, I'm gonna vote. Let's vote right now. If you heard of the YouTube boxing channel called The Truth, that's it. Say yes. If you've never heard of The Truth, say hell nah. You talking about I never heard of Ocampo. We never heard of you. He just put LOL. You already know what it is. Look. Have you ever watched a boxing video from The Truth? A channel called The Truth. You talking about we never heard of Ocampo. We never heard of you. I'm Ego Velli. Can't be too good, guys. I chose to be the bad guy. Look, nobody's heard of you. Strike one. So just because you never heard of him, that doesn't mean nothing. Have you, so you might not have heard of Inui, but he's a great fighter. He just knocked Jamie McDonald out. You know what I'm saying? So what does that mean? Because you never heard of him. I should give you 2 strikes because I really hit you. I hit you with that one. That's 2 strikes. Fuck that. The other thing is Ocampo is his mandatory. So he can't control who the IBF ranks. Listen, The Truth. I'm going to spare you because you didn't do anything egregious. But I'm just saying, listen to what you're putting. He's fighting his mandatory. Errol Spence is the fighter. He's not sitting at home saying, oh, this is my division. I want to rank Carlos Ocampo. Konstantin Ponomarov should be number 4. He's not in charge of the rankings. So how could you even blame him? You know what I'm saying? He's not. This is the IBF. So if they're ranking people you never heard of, then contact your local IBF and say, who the fuck is that? Why is he ranked higher than Sean Porter? Why is Danny Garcia not on there? Or whatever the situation. And besides that, this is boxing. We have seen people that nobody has heard of actually make a mark. Just recently, Jaime Munguia, right? Jaime Munguia just knocked out a champion, Saddam Ali. And now I'm like checking for the dude. I'm like, who the fuck is this? He came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Jared Swift Hurd at one point came out of nowhere. Like, who is this? And he just beat Edeslandi Lara, who has 7 title defenses. Okay, listen. I was trying to spare you, but now I can't spare you because you keep talking. If you would have just been like, okay, cool, I was wrong, you know what I mean? Cool. But now you got to get this work like everybody else. Okay, you said, I mean, literally, I have never heard of Ocampo. See, look, He Fly told me to get you. He Fly said, ego, he's still talking that dumb shit. See, I tried my best to be a good person and let him off the hook. So, had you heard of Jaime Munguia? And don't lie, because if you have to lie, hold on. My only point is that I've never seen a video or anything about him. Okay, have you heard of Jaime Munguia prior to his name being linked to Golovkin? Have you watched a Jaime Munguia fight? Listen, just answer the question. Have you heard of Jaime Munguia prior to when Golovkin tried to get him as a replacement? This motherfucker lying. He said yes. Okay, how'd you hear about him? Who's his promoter? Go right now. What's his promoter? Okay, you've heard of Jaime Munguia. Who's his promoter? Tell me right now his promoter, since you heard of him. What's his promoter? Don't Google it. See, he's stalling. What's his promoter? You lying, bro. What's his last fight before Saddam Ali, since you heard of him? What fight of his did you watch? See, now he Googling. Get him out of here, because he's Googling. Get him out of here. Shooters, get him out of here. I try to let him off. You motherfucker Googling. Oh, Jennifer promotion. Oh. You're Googling. Nope. I heard of him, so I need to know his life. So, okay. In your mind, you said you heard of him, so I need to know his life. That's his boxing career. What do you mean his life? I didn't ask you to say who his girlfriend was. What the fuck is you even talking about? He said, so I need to know his life. So you heard of him. Someone just walked by you in the mall and be like, Jaime Munguia, and then just, I heard of him. Like, come on, these dudes be lying, man. Why do you lie like that? You know what I mean? Like, I'm really supposed to believe that you were in the mall walking to Best Buy, and so it said Jaime Munguia. It just left. So you've heard of him, but you don't know nothing about him. You don't know when he last fought. You don't know his promoter, but you heard of him. Then in what context did you hear of him? This shit is too easy, man. Don't waste time on him. Oh, he's gone. Shout out to the shooters. Shout out to the Eagle Army, man. We working. Shout out to King Boxer. He said, I got rid of him. Hey, these shooters is ruthless. But, yeah, man. The bottom line is, like, how can you blame Errol Spence for fighting his mandatory? And on top of that, you got to be realistic. He went to the UK. He went to the UK to fight Kell Brook. Fucked his eye up. Made him take a knee. You know what I mean? If Kell Brook was in the NFL, he would get fined because he took a knee. You know what I'm saying? Then he came back and fought a respected champion who had sparred him and had knowledge of how he fights. And then he dominated Lamont Peterson in a fashion that we haven't seen much, right? And now he's having a hometown fight against a mandatory. But Golovkin, see, this shit is crazy. You mad at Errol Spence for fighting his mandatory, and his mandatory looks bigger than him and is a Mexican fighter who, you know what I mean, there's a ton of Mexican fighters with a ton of heart, throw great combination punches, great inside fight. So it could be a good fight, especially since the guy is bigger than him. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, Golovkin had the opportunity to fight his mandatory that a lot of people haven't heard of, Derevyanchenko, amateur with power, a minimal resume, right? And he chose to fight a guy coming off the couch, a 2-year layoff. But you mad at Errol Spence? This game is funny. Shout out to Big Time. I just said it. We said the same thing. He said pretty sure he had no criticism of Triple G fighting Vondas. Exactly. Ego, who you got? Charlo versus Trout? I don't know. You know what I mean? Both of them are my guys, so I just wish them the best. I'm gonna kind of watch that one as a spectator. I haven't really thought about it too much, but Trout's in shape. Charlo's always in shape. Has a lot of momentum. Wants to keep his belt. Wants bigger and better paydays, and ultimately a herd unification. Trout probably wants a herd rematch. So just gonna depend. Yeah, I'm not mad at that fight. Some people are acting like it's terrible. What? Trout is finished? We'll see. Trout just fought his brother not that distant past, and he gave his brother. I was there. He gave his brother a hell of a fight. And Jermel's a little bit shorter. They both have power, but I don't know who hits harder. But either way, let's say you said Trout is finished. Let's say Charlo beats him. Then that just sets up a fight with Jaime Munguia or Jared Hurd. You know what I mean? A unification. So it's not that serious. But see, a lot of y'all be tripping, man. The fact is, Trout got stopped by one guy. He been knocked down by Canelo and Lada. And he got knocked down by this other no-name guy. But he only got stopped by Hurd. You know what I mean? Charlo didn't stop him. Cotto didn't stop him. Canelo didn't stop him. Lada didn't stop him. Hurd is the only one that stopped him. So it's not as like you're looking at. A lot of you guys are looking at just knockdowns and just a loss in general. Yeah, I'm gonna watch the Jerwin fight. I was gonna go to it, but that Fresno drive is like 3 hours. It's like a bad drive. My friend was going, but he's going early. So yeah, I'm not driving to Fresno Dolo. And I didn't apply for it because, long story, but I didn't apply for credentials. So yeah, I'm not gonna go to that one. But I'll watch it for sure. Yeah, Trout got experience, man. He has taken a lot of punishment. Okay, so who's available? Listen, hold on. Who should Jermell have fought on the undercard that's realistic? Here, hold on. Shout out to Cookie Monster. Athletic Bastard. Name someone you think Jermell should have fought for a co-main event to a main event, Leo Santa Cruz, Abner Mares 2. He should have fought Andrade. You don't know shit about boxing. Andrade's a middleweight. Any more dumb responses? How's he going to fight Andrade when Andrade's moved up and moved on and he's packing on pounds, trying to acclimate to middleweight? How is Jermell Charlo going to fight a guy who's gaining weight? You know what I mean? And then Andrade fuck around and come down from 160. A catch weight? Come on, bro. Okay, so if you're trying to pack on, I'm about to put you in the hot seat because you saying stupid shit. Instead of just taking your L, you want to say stupid shit. Bro, if you're moving up in weight and you're trying to pack on pounds and you're calling out Golovkin, I don't think you're trying to come back down to fight catch weights. Why would you try to come back and fight catch weights? And if anything, why wouldn't you go after his brother who's already in your division? You know what I'm saying? Why would you come down to a catch weight? Explain that. Explain why he would come back to a catch weight after he already has one fight in and he's calling out Golovkin and his the bigger brother is already in the division. Danny Jacobs is in the division. Canelo's now in the division, right? Why would he come down to a catchweight fight at 157 or 156? Explain that. So, come on, athletic bastard. Explain how that makes any fucking sense. He wants that fight, any of those twins. You're dodging the question. Why would Andre move up to 160, call out Golovkin, be kind of in negotiations to fight Derevyanchenko a little bit? The bigger brother is already in the division. Jacobs is in the division, so he should come down to a catchweight of 156 or 7 or whatever. Why would he do that? Explain that. Guys don't typically look back. If you move up in weight, you move up in weight. Why the fuck do you think, see, I'm bodying you dudes, man. Why the fuck you think Vasyl Lomachenko vacated his 130 belt? Because he's already made the move up to 135. He's not, that's like telling Lomachenko to fight Tank Davis at a catchweight. Why? Why would if Tank wants to fight him, Tank could come up to 35. He had trouble making weight. Why would Lomachenko reverse and backtrack? You guys are getting bodied, man. So you would say that to Lomachenko. You would say, Lomachenko, go fight Tank at 133, 134, 133.5. Doesn't make sense. Fact of the matter is, Lomachenko moved up. He's a champion too, but he moved up because he's trying to see what's cracking at 135. It doesn't really make sense for him to, I'll fight Miguel Berchelt at a catchweight. Why? Catchweights, typically, if they're used right, should be to meet halfway. You know what I'm saying? Not, hey, I moved up in weight and moved back down halfway. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, Floyd Mayweather's not a permanent resident at 54. Canelo is a big 54. So they met at a catchweight. You know what I mean? Simple. But that's like Andre Ward coming back down after he moved up to light heavyweight. Him fighting Badu Jack at 170.5. Why? Why would Andre Ward come back halfway and have to lose extra pounds that he's trying to stack and gain? That doesn't even make sense, man. You guys gotta think of boxing as a science. That could be detrimental. Look at Roy Jones. That's my favorite fighter. Roy Jones moved up to heavyweight and then he came back down, got knocked out. He didn't get knocked out like that before that, but you come crashing down, then you don't want to fluctuate your weight like that. That's the bottom line. Usually when guys drop down, it's because a lot of times they couldn't hack it at the higher weights, so they have to. You know what I'm saying? Like Shane Mosley versus Winky Wright or something. He has to kind of go back down to welterweight because he wasn't big enough for the guys at 54. Chad Dawson looked horrible when he moved from 175 to 168. Yeah, and he got stopped when he was a light heavyweight champion. But I will say that is Chad Dawson's fault because he told Ward that. He said, I'll come down to you. So he shouldn't have said that because Ward took him up on that. And then he looked like shit, like a zombie, and got fucked up. So yeah, that's the bottom line. Weight, you don't want to keep playing with your weight. If you're gonna move up, period. Sometimes people do a catch weight when they're the star moving up. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Canelo fought Chavez Jr. kind of at a catch weight, knowing he was gonna fight Triple G. Anyway, I'm done with that conversation. But yeah, as far as Triple G, I feel like the way his team negotiated, it's like, I said this in my video. Triple G now wanting more money, you should have got what you got. You should have got what you got. Hey, block Papa Loke. We gonna see who the real Loke is. Shooters, block Papa Loke, talking crazy. Papa Loke, L-O-K. Clap him up out of here. Got him. These nuts. Let's go. But yeah, Triple G, I just feel like his team should have negotiated whatever they wanted in the first fight. Then you wouldn't be in this predicament. Shout out to, hey, King, the King Boxer 1 is a real life shooter. He just said done. That's some assassin shit. He just said done. Kept it simple. That's that hitman shit. Hey, y'all crazy. But yeah, I mean, it's just like, this is the other thing. Just being realistic. Please be realistic. Shout out to King Boxer. I appreciate you. Just be realistic. If you were Canelo's side and you got busted for whatever reason, and then Golovkin was making you look even worse, saying you've been cheating, his trainer was talking, saying you was trying to get an advantage with your hand wraps, would you give him more money? Be real. Let's vote right now. So basically, to keep it all the way a buck, in layman's terms, if somebody was talking shit about you, would you want to renegotiate a better split with them? Honestly. Okay, Anon4 says, yes, I would. Okay, so this looked more bad. More bad. Wow, great grammar. Your grammar is more bad. Listen, so why, if someone's talking shit about you, why would you give them more money? Explain that. Explain why the person you would... I gotta hear this. Explain why the person talking shit about you, you would give them more money. I'm waiting. Because this got more attention. Hey, block Dead Squirrel. He's very desperate at this moment. Wrench Mafia. Block Dead Squirrel. You gonna really be a dead squirrel. So Anon, why would you give the person more money who's talking shit about you? These dudes just be saying whatever. He says, because this got more attention. I don't know what that means. French Mafia, gang. He said, because this got more attention. What is that? What does that have to do with anything? What are you talking about? Anon, strike one. Make a sentence that makes sense. You said, yes, I would, because this got more attention. What does that even mean? I'm going to ask the question again. Why would you give more money or a higher percentage split to a person who was just, in your opinion, slandering your character? Jamie's son, block him. We clearly have a stalker. It's the same person, keep putting the same comment. Jamie's son, clapped. Back to you, Anon. Why would you give the person, multiple accounts? It's crazy. Put a full sentence. So we want more attention, a problem about money. Do not understand what the problem is. Well, I understand what the problem is. It's your spelling. It's your grammar. Nobody knows what the fuck you're talking about. Strike two. You got one more chance. Please put a statement that people can read and understand. He says, so we want more attention, a problem about money. Do not understand what the problem is. Strike two. That makes no sense. See, they always want to battle and disagree in the hot seat. We'll see how much sense their logic is making. Anon, please put a sentence that we can understand. Paul Ruffin, $2 super chat. Just hand them the shovel, ego. Paul Ruffin, shout out to you. Appreciate you. Shmoney gang, pray to the Shmoney gods. And he just put some money on your head. So Anon, what are you talking about? Like, you have to be descriptive enough so people can understand. Like, proofread before you hit send. Proofread what you're gonna put, because this is your last attempt. Why would you give the person talking shit to you more money? Okay, I going out now. It sounds like if I was Canelo, I would give Triple G more money not to go around and stall the fight, but fine. Hey, should we show him mercy? Cause I kind of feel bad. Cause I don't know if English is your second language. I don't know. Y'all want mercy? Yeah, or y'all want to hold on? Y'all want a timeout or y'all want to block him? Timeout or block? Cause I don't know what you're talking about, and I ain't gonna be picking on somebody with the learning curve or whatever. Give him a chance. Okay, just put shooters. Put Anon. He's learning still. Just put him in timeout. He could come back. He's not tripping like that. But the question is, to anybody understand what I'm talking about? Bro, we don't understand you, but you're about to be put in timeout. But you'll be able to come back. That's a good thing. So, shout out to Anon. Nothing you said made sense, but we're going to let you back into the chat. Just reread Anon if you watch it. Reread what you put and learn from it. See if it'll make sense to you. But anyway, someone said penalty box. Y'all crazy. But the bottom line, see, and this is the other thing. The people that I see that are agreeing with Triple G, yeah, he's the champion. You're looking at it as a term of business being fair. Business is not fair, right? Business is not fair. Let's say I've earned my stripes in this boxing game. Let's say there's some guy who comes out of nowhere, and for 2 weeks he's grinding, putting out boxing videos, and he believes, hey, get Coney out of here. Coney is a stalker. Get Coney, C-O-N-Y. Thank you. Let's say some guy puts out boxing videos for 2 weeks, and he comes in and he says, yo, ego, or he believes his videos are better than mine. Just you're not gonna come in the game like that and automatically do better than me and get more views than me. It doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? And as we know, the A side doesn't always have to do with talent. It doesn't have to do with who will win. It doesn't have to do with who will have the more skill, right? Block Jay, who is clearly a stalker. Shout out to Jay for being a stalker. You're getting your 15 seconds of fame, and then you're getting blocked. So shooters, get on that. Police the comment section so I could continue without these interruptions. But like, for example, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, I think Wilder would beat AJ stylistically, Anthony Joshua. But AJ is the A side. So the A side doesn't have anything to do with people's fight predictions or anything. Similarly, you look at Canelo versus Triple G. Canelo is the A side. Regardless of failing a drug test, regardless of who you thought won the first fight, Canelo is the A side. It's just like no different than, let's say you like Sean Porter or Jesse Vargas better than you like Adrian Broner. Like, oh, Sean Porter's a really good guy. Jesse Vargas is a really good guy. That doesn't make them the A side in the equation when they fight Broner. You could absolutely hate Broner, right? But even if you hate him, that doesn't derail or change the fact that he's the A side in those promotions. Versus Jesse Vargas, he's definitely the A side. You know what I'm saying? So that's where people are getting it twisted. I'm not saying in a perfect world that a champion shouldn't get more money. But we don't live in a perfect world. Business is not always fair. This whole A-side shit rarely has anything to do with what's being fair. Like Sergio Martinez, a perfect example. Sergio Martinez, when he fought Cotto, Sergio was an accomplished champion, and he was a champion at middleweight, right? Cotto was the A-side to that promotion. It said Cotto Martinez. It didn't say champion Martinez Cotto. So yeah, it seems like the A side would have top, or it seems like the champion would have top billing, but that's not how it worked. Hey, get this bistro stalker out of here, bro. Like you doing way too much, bro. You have way too much time in your hand. I'm sure there's somebody else live streaming that you could go, and they're not gonna block you. They don't have a hot seat. You doing way too much. But anyway, yeah, that's my whole thing. The A side don't mean all that. It don't mean what's fair. It means what the reality is. And someone said he has 37 different accounts. Apparently, the reality is Canelo's the A side. He has the better stats. His resume's deeper. He sells out more. He's done higher live gates. G's, bruv. Please shoot. Clappers. Shooters. Get this clown out of here, man. They really got this many accounts. But anyway, listen, shooters, just a message before he comes back. If you see the same guy saying answer his question, all that, just block him. It's the same guy coming over and over. Shooters, we are on high alert. World War III. Please police the comment sections. If you see the same guy keep coming back under these various accounts, just block him. I don't even understand how they do it so fast. World War III, man. In the comment section. I know Wrench Mafia, you've been doing good, but I need your fellow shooters to get your back. Because this is getting crazy. So yeah, I just think this is kind of Triple G's team's problem. Asking for more money. You know what I'm saying? You that's why you have to get. That's why. Listen, let me turn the music down. This is a prime example of when people say Wilder should have took 12.5 million, which wasn't a fair offer, and in the done, clap him. This is like when people say Wilder should have took 12.5 million flat. Because in the rematch, after he beat him, since he was so confident he'll beat him, he'll get more money. This is why you shouldn't do that, because there's no guarantees in boxing. You know what I mean? People retire, people get hurt, all types of stuff. So that's why you get what you could get when you could get it. Point being, Team Triple G, in the first negotiation, when they first agreed to the rematch, they should have decided to ego be high than a motherfucker. I don't smoke, so I'm not high. I don't do drugs, so I'm definitely not high. But it's yeah, you get what you could get. You know what I mean? It's not, you don't get what you're worth, you get what you negotiate. Period. So that's why it was imperative that Team Triple G facilitate a deal they would be comfortable with for situations like this. If you felt you were worth 50-50, then there shouldn't have been an announcement for a rematch. Why did it take for Canelo to fail a drug test for you to realize your value and realize that you're worth 50-50? Like, nothing has changed. You had the same amount of belts when you negotiated the rematch the first time that you have now. So not much has changed. So it's up to you to know your self-worth and to know your value. You guys get what I'm saying? These cats out here like Pookie. Yeah, he's back again. They keep calling me, man. They keep calling me. Okay. Hey, Scotty, they're gonna kill me, Scotty. Hey, I'm about to end this stream before this motherfucker come back. Y'all ain't even hit the likes that much, so yeah, I gotta end this. This motherfucker is a real life stalker. Thank you all for tuning in. Shooters, appreciate you. We'll be back.